recently, a guy called Donald Rumsfeld passed away. He was the Secretary for Defense in the United States under the Bush and previous administrations. He talked about something called known unknowns and unknown unknowns. Okay, so when he was talking about war and terrorism and things like that, and this was, I thought, a really interesting way of phrasing some of these issues, he highlighted the fact that you could prepare for certain things because you know about that. You could prepare for certain things that you're not entirely sure about, but these unknown unknowns, they're things that just completely come out of the blue that really you have no inclination or plan for, because they just seem so unreal or surrealistic. Yeah. But again, we still have to prepare for those unknown unknowns, if you know what I'm saying.
How could you prepare for an unknown unknown if it's not even something that you could comprehend happening?
That's a really good point. So there are things that you can do. You can have a team of people or people within a team who are dedicated to crisis communications response. Within their plan, they need to have a section that deals with unknown unknowns. Okay, so even when something that you're not expecting happens, you've got to have people. Okay, something unexpected happens, but you immediately recognize that that is a threat to your organization. So somebody is tasked with responding to that, thinking on the fly and bumping it up the chain accordingly, whether it's a mid-level kind of issue or a top chief executive COO type issue. And then the government, for example, they have their COBRA group, so in the event of a crisis or an emergency, they convene all of the necessary people who have the task of responding to crises or emergencies. Okay, so that is one way of them responding to unknown unknowns. They have a group who are tasked with dealing with that. They will meet, they'll assess the threat, they'll make decisions, they'll take action, and they'll observe the situation as it goes forward, right? So each organization, I would suggest, needs its own COBRA group. It needs its own top level, and this should involve communicators clearly as well, but top level decision makers plus communicators, and you need to be able to think on your feet, react, and respond to these crises as they emerge.